Breaking news, the Chicago Bears have released tight end Trey Burton after just 2 seasons. What is going on, y'all? FaizSportsTalk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You're tuned in, locked in, and you have my post notifications on by clicking the bell icon down below. And make sure you're following me on my social media, links down below and on the screen for all of that. So with that being said, you guys see or hear about the breaking news, which is Trey Burton. He's released. What does this mean? Why did the Bears do it? I'm going to talk about all that now. Okay, so obviously the news just broke that Trey Burton, in fact, did get released from the Chicago Bears. All the main, NFL reporters, Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, they all were tweeting about it. And the first thought I had was, obviously, I didn't see this coming. I tweeted that. But the second real thought after the shock wore off was, something is up. Ooh, something is up. The antennas, my antennas, they went up. Because here's the thing. Trey Burton was a major signing for the Bears 2 years ago, believe it or not. I mean, he was, the Bears starting tight end. And now this year, we know the Bears, signed Jimmy Graham. And we all expected Jimmy Graham to be the starting tight end. They paid him a decent amount of money to obviously be the starting tight end. And we knew that. But I did not expect Trey Burton to be released, okay? And so when I say I think something's up, what do I mean by that? A couple of things. Number one, this injury Trey Burton has or has had, it hasn't gotten better. And it doesn't look like the Bears want to wait around for it, okay? So Trey Burton last year was placed on IR, only played 8 games, only started 5 of them, had about 14 catches for 84 yards, which was a far cry from his 2018 season, in which he played all 16 games. That was the season where he was very productive, 54 catches for almost 570 yards, around that. And so last year, obviously, it was the injury, the groin injury, which limited Trey Burton. And it looks like even after a full off season, Trey Burton is still dealing, I believe, with that nagging groin injury that just isn't healing. And so the Bears just don't think, he's going to be healthy enough. And so they're done with it. They are done with Trey Burton because of the health issues. He just can't stay healthy anymore. And so, to me, that's certainly one of the possibilities there. The next one, to me, is we've all talked about how the Bears have, literally, 9, 10 tight ends on the roster. And so I think this is their way of kind of clearing the decks and getting some clarity here. We all know Jimmy Graham's a starter. And there's no question about that. And there should be zero doubt about that. Whether you're a fan of the signing or not, and I certainly wasn't, he's the starting tight end. But the other trickle-down effect here is that now the Bears could potentially draft another tight end in the NFL draft. The Bears have 2 second-round picks. They could invest that in a tight end. So whereas before I was expecting the Bears to draft a tight end either not at all or very late, now it wouldn't shock me if they drafted a tight end early on in the draft, because now you've got Jimmy Graham, but behind him, now you don't have that much depth anymore. It was expected to be Trey Burton, and no rookie would really see playing time behind Jimmy Graham and Trey Burton. It's hard enough to get a second tight end on the field, but a third one, I mean, that's even more difficult. So to me now, the possibility of drafting a tight end, that becomes more feasible. And the other thing too is a lot of Bears fans forget we signed a tight end in free agency besides Jimmy Graham, which was Demetrius Harris. That happened really early on. He was the tight end with Cleveland Browns. I believe he was like the 3rd string tight end, behind David Njoku and Ricky Seals-Jones. And so he could potentially be now the number 2 tight end. And so the Bears are maybe just going out and, getting more playing time for him. Okay, so to me, again, this could mean a number of things, but health certainly plays a part in it, or lack thereof, for Trey Burton. And then making sure that you have the proper playing time for the necessary guys. And now you could potentially draft a tight end, because with Trey Burton, I mean, the tight end room was getting really crazy. And remember, I made a video the other day about O.J. Howard. Could the Bears potentially, and that's another thing, could the Bears potentially be making a move for O.J. Howard? Because, again, you couldn't trade for O.J. Howard and have Jimmy Graham and Trey Burton. That just wouldn't make any sense. But now you could potentially trade for O.J. Howard. I'm not saying they will, but, again, these are the possibilities. But overall, in terms of, you know, the Bears letting go of Trey Burton, I don't have any problems with it. Like I said, you are either going to play him minimally or probably not play him much at all because of the Jimmy Graham signing. And so to me, I don't have too many issues. As far as the cap hit, the Bears saved, like, I think $1 million. Negligible difference really here, not too much. So to me, I'm indifferent really with the release of Trey Burton. But if this ends up letting the Bears draft a tight end, I like it. I do. I'd rather take a tight end with some upside in the draft than, you know, depend on Trey Burton to be healthy. So there you have it, folks. My thoughts on the Trey Burton release. Because to me, either way, he was never going to get the playing time he got 2 years ago or even last year because of the Jimmy Graham signing. And so I don't have a lot of issues here with the Bears letting him go. Let me know what you guys think. Do you have an issue with the Bears letting go of Trey Burton? Leave a comment down below if you do, if you agree with me or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.